What's up, guys? It's Coach Day here, and today I want to share a quick and healthy recipe. So what I have here is just a bunch of colors. As you can see, we have green bell peppers and red bell peppers. Same greenage, some reddish here. My point to that is, did you know that the phytonutrients, which are the colors that you see in your fruits and vegetables, it can put you in a good mood. So, I mean, if I can do whatever it takes to kind of boost my mood just during these crazy times, sign me up. So this recipe here is my version of a healthy stuffed bell pepper. And yeah, let's get started, guys. So I'm going to explain what I have here on the table, and I'll get to cooking after that. So what you see here are 2 green bell peppers and 2 red bell peppers cut in half. Then I've got a pound of turkey, ground turkey, and it's 85% lean, 15% fat. I want to keep a little bit of fat in there because fat is good for your diet. Fats, proteins, carbs, as long as we have a balance of it, right? And then I've got chopped onions. I have the sweet onions. And then I've got 3 cloves of garlic chopped up. And sometimes I don't like to waste some of the extras of our vegetables. So these are just scraps of our bell peppers here. So I added that there to throw in the mix. And then a cup of chopped spinach just for color, texture. And then I've got crushed tomatoes and then also tomato paste. I'll only be using a tablespoon of the tomato paste. I also have some Parmesan cheese, also provolone, 4 cheeses actually. I might use it, I might not. It just depends on how I'm feeling after I get this all together. Maybe I want to have a little fun and have some cheese. So that'll be up for grabs maybe later. All right, so I have a heated pan going to get my meat started. I have about a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in there. While that's going, I have my oven set at 350 degrees. So after those bell peppers are stuffed, we can pop them in there. So I'm going to start off again with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to throw in my pound of turkey here. While that's going, I'm going to put a little bit of salt in the palm of my hand. That's quite a little bit too much, so I just want to pinch. So I'm just going to pinch that on there, maybe a couple of pinches. Now I'm going to go ahead and just brown that up. Wash my hands so I'm nice and safe. And we'll let that do its thing. So my turkey is nice and brown, and I like to do the turkey first before I get my onions and garlic in, because if the onions and garlic burn and you do that first and they burn it, it just makes the whole dish taste a little bitter. So I put, again, my onions and garlic in after the turkey or the protein has browned. That way we can reduce the chances of bitterness. So while that's going, the onions and garlic, I'm going to add the scraps of my bell peppers just to give it texture and color. And go ahead and add my chopped spinach. And as you guys know, spinach does not go a long way. So this big bunch here that you see, it's gonna wither into pretty much nothing. All right, guys, so part of the recipe is to add a binding agent, and I will be using these Wasa crackers. They're multi-grain. They're only 35 calories per slice, 0 fat, 8 grams of total carbs, and then 3 grams of dietary fiber. So that would be technically 5 net carbs, which is awesome. So the binding agent, which I will be using again, these crackers, will help kind of pull the meat together and kind of hold into our capsules, which are these bell pepper cases. So I have it nice and grinded up here. I use the food processor to get that done, and now I'm going to add that to my meat mixture. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and add that meat, or the whole grain mixture on there to keep it nice and bind and thick. And as you can see, that meat looks nice and good with all those colors. This is going to put me in a good mood, right? I'm going to go ahead and add those crackers. I put about 2 crackers in there. And that, again, will give it nice good texture. If you were here, you would just be enjoying this smell as well. Now that's nice and blended well together, I'm gonna now add my crushed tomatoes. You could also use chopped tomatoes, but I'm using crushed today. So I'll go ahead and pour all of that. And this is about 15 ounces of crushed Roma tomatoes. I'm gonna make sure I mix that in really well. And while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and get 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and that'll make this mixture a lot more thicker. And that way we can get those in the bell peppers nice and tight and ready to eat. So there we go, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. All right guys, so we've got everything all compiled together in terms of the meat, the stuffing. Then we've got our bed of bell peppers ready to get stuffed and popped into the oven. So now I've got my bell peppers nice and stuffed, and earlier I mentioned adding some Parmesan cheese. So what I'll do with this, just in case somebody in the family might want or not want it, or maybe I might not want it one day to the next, I will add this mixture of Parmesan cheese on half of it. So here we go. 1, I'll do this half here. Just a couple sprinkles on 4 of them. That looks good. And of course we have more in the vent that you want to add more. So now this bad baby is going to go into the oven, 350 degrees. It has been preheated, and it'll go in there for 30 minutes.